Hey guys, it's me. Sorry for not being on recently. Had some weird work issues with my schedule, but I might have a writing job soon, so that's good. Might be able to stop doing the restaurant thing and just write full time, so try not to count the chickens before they hatch, but that'd be very nice. So I'm continuing my trend of playing games I had not beaten, and I'm thoroughly obsessed with The Witcher. I make it sound like it's some big thing, but I'm really trying to finish it before Red Dead comes out, because I know that that's just going to consume all of my gaming, so let's play some Gwent. I need to beat this guy. I know I can just ignore him and not beat him. Sorry, I have to take a picture of my cat. I could ignore him and not beat him and just take the card that he gives, but I really want to beat him for the cat. Yeah, it was a good one. Yeah, I really want to beat him because he gives you a unique card, and it's great when your cats like look at you. That sounded very sad. But he's proving difficult. He has a few big cards that really don't help, and so Biting Frost I usually keep. I get rid of Impenetrable Fog because one of my I really want to get the Yennefer. Should I do this one? He doesn't have as much. I'll do that. Nope. Shoot. Okay, well, he has a lot of siege, so that's not the best, but this is such a interesting game, like so well done. You can see why it became so successful. And it's hard because he just does a lot of spies, and I don't have my decoy. Decoys allow you to switch out any of your stuff, any one card from your side or the opponent's side. So if I had a decoy, I'd probably be able to figure out how to do this, but see, he just gets a lot of cards. That's the problem. You get these cards, and let's see if I pass, and I'm gonna hold at 25 and see if he'll just surrender, or if he's just gonna keep getting cards. See, that's the problem. He's banks a ton of cards, and then he's just gonna kill me right now because I have everything in melee. Wow, shoot, that's annoying. And he won, and he still has 9. And now I have to win with only 8. See, it's not good. He passed. Okay, then there are weird like AI hiccups like that. Like I don't understand that move at all. But okay, now I have 8 going, and he has 10. So the problem is he has a card called Scorch, which is real bad for us. But hey, look, let's do this. I can choose a person who's dead out of my deck. I'm gonna choose. I choose this guy. So I can only give him 1, and I get 2 cards still. So, oh, and I got the decoy. Very nice. Okay, so this might actually work out well. Weirdly enough, if I just have to play it smart. So we got 11. We just have to win 1. Scorch is the problem that I have with him because Scorch will take out the highest ranking card on the field. So I'm gonna save my Sunny Weather for as late as possible. That way it'll undo any weather effects, or I'll do it before I use my own weather effects. So gotta be honest, I'm really bummed that Twitch took away the community tab. I believe they did, and that's just such a crying shame. It's sad because the community tab really helped bring people to the stream. I think doing the Pacific Islander tab and all that stuff, Maori Polynesian streamers and such. I'm sad that like the community tab is no longer, because I feel like it really helped people discover the channel. So, oh well, I guess. Can I do decoy? Can I only use it on my own? Ooh. Well, would you look at that? I'm gonna do that. Oh, that's nice. And then I could play this. So it's nice when there's no real like rush with Gwent, is what I like. It gives you an opportunity to think through. So he only has 5 cards left. I can't freeze him, unfortunately, because I need to take out this or be higher than this level. And he has this Commander's Horn, which makes it so everything is more, not impactful, but it doubles the strength of each card in the melee line. So he only has 4 cards left. If I could do Sunny Weather right at the end and stop him from using a bunch of siege, I might be able to win. Maybe I'll do this again. Shoot. Should I I'm gonna gamble, guys. I'm gonna give him... Oh, F. Word. I shouldn't have done that. Oops. You idiot. Oh, God. Stupid. Dumb. Why'd I do that? At least I got... See, it doesn't matter if I don't... if I don't have enough... Oh, man. If I don't have enough... Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna use Impenetrable Fog. Take him down a stretch. Still not enough. Oh my god, this is terrible. I'm not gonna win this one, unfortunately. Because even if I do Clear Weather... Let's just see. Because then he's at 76 and I'm really not even that high. And he's not gonna use Scald or anything. Wow, I'm just getting rocked. I've never been beat this badly. That's such a shame, too. If we could have got... Well, whatever. Let's say... F it. Maybe we'll get... Give me a melee. Ah, shoot! Okay. Well, it's not gonna happen. He's gonna win, but... Oh, wait. So let's burn this one. Wow. We're really just, like, stalking him. I don't know what we're doing. If we could get an ice... Ooh, okay. Wait. He's holding at 101. I do not believe we're going to be able to beat him. Oh, shoot. He has 50 in that row. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's do... Ah, fudge. I thought we were going to be able to do this, but we have all of ours in siege. That's too bad. We got close, guys. We got close. I really just need to... We're so close every time. Ah, darn. Okay. We'll get him. I feel like we're almost there. At least he didn't use Scorch? I can't speak. Scorch. And I know this is not the most riveting thing we could be doing in The Witcher, but I really need to beat him. I feel like I'm getting better at the game. I'm having fun. I started watching that show Barry for some like research purposes. It's really, really good. I would, I don't know. I know that was a really quick tangent, but I really am enjoying it. I would definitely urge you to check it out. 2 Commander's Horns. We got this one too, which is good. Usually if the second one on the hand-holding club is not here, I'll draw that one again, and then Clear Weather. Whatever. Let's do that. So see the problem, yeah, he just stocks up on spies. That's the big issue. I don't have any weather cards this time, so I'm gonna try to hit him hard with... Shoot. Hopefully he'll pass again super early. I have the doubler, but he'll do Scorch if I'm not careful, so I'll do this because I don't have the hand-holding club again. He passed. Okay, so look, he passed. That's another thing. So he passed. He just wants to save all of his cards for next round. Which is interesting because he didn't do this originally when we were playing. Oh, and I got Yennefer. A Vengerberg. That's pretty cool. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Yennefer. I'm going to draw Dijkstra. Get more cards from me. And the more cards I have, the more likely I am to not die. Okay, so let's see how this goes. I have 2 Commander's Horns, which is very, very lucky. I just hope he doesn't have Scorch, because that would be bad. And thankfully, I have a pretty good spread of different, in different... So the way Gwent works, you have close combat, or melee, ranged, and then siege. And he's going to use Scorch and kill... Ooh, all the 6s on the field. It's a bit rough, but he only has 2 Scorches, I believe, so as long as we keep at him, we should be good, I think. If he has a second Scorch, or more people in the hand-holding club, it will be a big bummer, but I think this might be the one. Maybe. Shoot. That's not good. He's 20 and 16. Okay. Play her. So here's the thing. Do I bring back a spy and give him more melee and hope I get a freeze? Or do I just bring back one of these? I'm gonna take that chance. Put him to 35. Maybe I'll get a cold, freezing cold. Ooh, I got a decoy. Okay. So he's 36. So I have 30. I'm just gonna do that with my rain. Who's in my discard pile? Look at this one. Okay, so do that. We're already above him, which is good. The problem is Yennefer is not a... God. Oh, wow, okay, I thought that was bad. I thought he was gonna do it for his... melee, but that's odd. A weird choice. I could do Sunny Weather and keep my decoy for another round. I just want him to run out of cards, so... I really hope I get it. The Baron has been eluding me. I need to continue his quest line. It's very annoying. Get 49. Oh, I got you. Here, watch this. So we're gonna take her, and then just drop her immediately again and get another card. Oh, why are you doing this, you dum-dum? Oh, that's why. Oops. Okay, well, I take it back. So drop her. Do this. And then we're going to do Commander's Horn. Oh, no. Oh, I think I got it, guys. I think I got it. Are you guys ready? Commander's Horn. Woo! Yes! Ah! Finally. The problem is I needed to get his unique card so I could continue with that quest line. Haha! Thanks, Baron. This guy sucks, by the way. He's not a good guy, so...
You won. A man's only as good as his word. Take the cards. I fear Velen's short on worthy opponents. Boat builder in Oroton might be one. There was also an old soothsayer. Lived east of here, near the windmill last I heard. There's a lad, about as reasonable enough.
Whew! Finally. That took way too long. When you can I can't speak. Jeez. Win a unique card from the man in Oroton. Okay, so good. I believe the card that we got. Can we see our cards here? Actually, we have a book that should attribute or attest to which cards we have. Type. Rarity. Okay. Well, that didn't help. I just wanted to look at my books. I think there's a book about Gwent, and it tells you which cards you need and which ones you don't have, so... What does it look like? Come on. That was a fun one. I actually like Gwent a lot. I didn't think I'd be as invested as I am in it, and I totally, really have been enjoying it, so... There's a guy who buys books that I need to visit. Journey to the End of the World, Gnomish Pranks, probably a fun read. Ballads and Hymns, Colossal Vessels. I believe we found these in Triss's apartment. Lands of North Velen. Okay, well, I was wrong. But at least we did that. Let's save it. My god, because I don't want to do that again. And then be like, oh, by the way, we know where your family is. Oops, sorry for not telling you.
I'm listening.
Got news of you.
Why'd you not say something?
I've been not telling him for like a week,
Where is
so.
she? What?
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live.
You were to bring her back?
I was supposed to find her.
Yeah, don't feel bad for this guy. He is a monster, so.
You still think me rotten to the core. A base bastard, don't you?
Yes. I love Geralt as a character because he is so stony and passive. I'll say my opinion doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yet, looking at you, I see contempt.
Just tell me.
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame. All right.
With Annie, it was love at first sight.
Okay, blah blah blah. How did you end up choosing to be so terrible?
One conflict.
Comfort in the drink, blah 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 blah. So your fault after all.
Still seems like your fault.
Will you let me?
Okay, continue. It is his fault.
All right. What?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coins, while Anna sat alone with the babe. Understand, damn it! One tussle in the hat.
How'd you find out?
Overreaction, obviously. Not a good guy.
Guess they call you the
What?
your nickname.
No, that.
Imagine Anna what
Ha! Not the understatement if I've ever heard one. It was the first time I hit her.
Oh, how windy it is outside. Jeez, that tree is like really going after it.
I would never be the same. How many times I apologized. How many armfuls of bloom.
Yeah, I still don't feel bad for you, dude.
Cannot fathom how we survived.
got only yourself to blame.
How was I not?
There's always
Ah, sod it all. I see all my prattlings.
She made a pact with the crones.
She made a pact with the
A pact.
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the crones for help.
A year of service.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the crones sapped her of strength.
Oh, jeez.
Then they placed
The
her
crones are
into
actually
temple
really, really well designed in this. I think
cause
that's
great
pretty fun.
pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches.
Venturing into the swamp.
Dangerous place inherently. Crones are a greater threat.
I'll not sit on my ass.
But I'm a witcher.
And I'm a husband and a father who's fucked up his
Oh, also
life.
NSFU, or NSFW, right, guys? Not safe for work. There's some sweary bits
A word once.
and a bit of
Now, what did I basilisk? It just attacked you.
a bit of what's it called? Nudity. What's it called? I know what it's called. Nudity. Oh, I also learned that Ciri has the Elder Blood, which is why she doesn't really have a dodge animation. She kind of like walks between worlds. It's kind of a fun little bit that you don't really notice. They don't really bring much attention to it until you know, you actually learn more about it in the story.
Watch out! If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
It's interesting that. Okay. It's interesting that Ciri and it seems like a lot of these these Witchers just have these very intense facial wounds. You know. I think what I said before, but what originally like turned me off to The Witcher when I first didn't play it was because I thought, you know, reading the books and stuff, I was like, oh, this is very like classical fantasy in terms of the monsters and stuff, and I was into like really secondary world stuff at the time, like, you know, Brandon Sanderson world building sort of stuff, which is pretty intense and fun. He always has cool like world building in his books. He's probably one of the best at world building, I think. That dude writes so fast. I don't know if you read modern fantasy, but Brandon Sanderson is really just incredible, and very good and very consistent. I like all of his books. But, yeah, so for whatever reason, The Witcher didn't really sit with me. Or I just didn't really love it when I first played it. And I think it's because I just wasn't in the right mindset, you know. I was almost, 4 years younger now. Wasn't as into... Oh, my God. Wow. I wasn't as into the whole methodical nature of the combat because I was so obsessed with, like, the Dark Souls sort of stuff, which I love still. I just finished Bloodborne, got a platinum, by the way, and which was pretty cool. If I could platinum this game before
Damn it!
Red Dead comes out, that'd be great. I don't know if I'll be able to, but can I just hop over this? What's going on here? Let's go around. I literally can't crawl through this open door. Look how pretty this game is. For a 3-year-old game, it looks really, really nice. Oh, here it is. But yeah, so for whatever reason, I just wasn't into the methodical nature of The Witcher, and I remember being so frustrated, being like, why am I dying so often? And the answer is I was just being dumb. Stupid. The game is all about, like, prepping for the fight that you're going to have very specifically. And so I'm glad that I'm finally playing it the way it's supposed to be played. I like that the cockatrices and the basilisks and everything just look like giant mutant chickens for the most part. My girlfriend can't stand the music in this because a lot of it's just like da 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 da. It's a lot of a lady just clucking. Clucking? Da da da. What is that? What is that noise called? Da 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 da. I like all the costume design in this game. I think it's very cool, and it's neat how, you know, Ciri's costume really evokes, I would say, both Yennefer and Geralt, which is kind of fun. Okay. Well, I'm glad we finally beat the Baron and Gwent, so we can move on. That was a long time coming. What is happening? Going back to Geralt. Are we done with this remembrance? Where does Knife go? Yeah, but anyway, it's odd that the Witchers have such an affinity for
Yes, thank you.
very raw, deep-looking facial wounds.
What you did for me.
You helped me as well.
I feel like they got the facial animations for a game of this age.
I must leave.
Facial animations look good, and like the eye tracking is pretty good, and
I was foolish to use the power.
A wild hunt.
I'll endanger all of you.
You.
Now, I ride for
think
nothing.
bag. Cool. I'm glad we're finally able to advance that storyline, because I've been languishing on that one for quite a bit. And I need that sweet XP to keep
She mounted
upgrading
right off.
Geralt.
It grew awfully empty without her.
Kind of doing a tanky build,
There's a chance Ciri's still
which is
ill.
fun. But I'm still doing some, because we're doing Death March, we need to do our Quen sign, which is like our active shield, so I've been upgrading that as well.
Bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you. I've no more tales of Ciri.
I can't just let people go out.
Extra coin never hurt. Fine.
Let's go find these. Plus, these crones are not the best. Oh dear. It's the Lubberkin?
There you
The heck?
Sorry to leave us there.
What was that?
You tell me. Man or monster?
Doesn't look like a monster.
Doesn't look like a monk.
Funny story.
Won him in a game of cards. I told you this guy was trash.
Must have been pretty.
Ah, quit your carping, smart ass. Someone wagered him.
Funny story.
Went to Novigrad once to rest. Indulged cards were kind that day. Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow.
Huh.
Hilarious.
This is why I like Geralt, because he's just such a jerk.
Oh, you wouldn't know a good tale from a...
Proper baron now.
Aye.
How How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man.
Cunning.
Wisdom.
No.
I wonder if we're gonna get to kill this
I
dude at
was
the
on my
end,
way.
because he seems
Farewell.
pretty terrible.
And prove a good father to her.
Maybe not. It looks like we're not gonna get to. Not that I wanted to, but he did not seem like the best. Alright, not seem. I know he's not the best. He's a terrible person. And rise, looking over the morning countryside. 10 experience points. See, that's the problem when you get too high. So we have to go to Skellig. So return to Crookback. I can't say that. Crookback Bog. Crookback Bog. Crookback Bog. So I love this game, but I'm excited to see what Red Dead does to push the medium forward in terms of these like living worlds, because everything here is pretty cool. It has the illusion of there being like life, but you never really like, even the cities, you're never really like super involved with them, which I find very interesting. And it seems like that's what they kind of focused on with Red Dead, is to make it so that's you don't feel like that. You know, they want you to feel like you're part of this emergent, dynamic world, which is pretty sweet. So, I mean, I have faith that it's gonna be good. I just I can't wait to take part in it. So, should be great. I need to see if I can craft anything else. I'm Fergus. And then also, I was looking for bomb schematics for my stuff as well. So I know all this stuff. I have a pretty sweet Griffin armor set. It's still medium armor. I want to do heavy, but for right now we're pretty good. Okay. Repair is what I want to look at. 4, 4, 5, 3, 1. Okay, we're good. So I think there's only one person in Velen that I haven't beat at Gwent, which is pretty cool. I won all the races, and I won all the fist fights, so it's going well. So meeting the Baron at the Downwarren. Look how pretty this game is. The skyboxes are really, really nice. They actually remind me of the original Red Dead. I'm very excited for the snow and all the different weather effects in the new one. But see how this stuff, like, this game is very good at creating a nice illusion of, like, a town. It's still fairly empty, and, like, those people are always there, always doing that stuff. Except for, like, late at night. And then they come back out and do it again. Whereas it seems in this Red Dead 2 that everyone has, like, their own schedule. They, you know, move around independent of you. And what I thought was really cool about one of the previews I read about Red Dead was that, like, if you committed a crime and there was a witness, if you followed the witness at length, or at a distance, sorry, if you followed the witness at a distance, you could see them, like, going back to the town and informing the sheriff that you did this heinous thing and that they need to come find you. It's pretty cool. It's like that's what I dreamt about when the original Fable came out, because that's very Fable-esque. I don't think anyone was ever better at selling a game than Peter Molyneux, whom I, greatly admire. I really love the movies, from Lionhead Studios. I really liked Black and White 1 and 2 are a lot of fun. Fable 1 and 2. I never played 3, but 1 and 2 I just really, really loved. Especially 1. Fable 1 is probably one of my favorite games of all time.
What the devil do you mean?
A great mare.
And I always think about Chicken Chaser, Ranger, some call him.
Sought its demise.
Geralt. Good.
Shout out to my cousin Elliot.
Who clapped lass?
You're right. So do we have to, I wonder if we'll have to fight the crones with, like, swords and stuff.
Fall in with the swamp to cross and our cursed crowns to hold
Go with the
down.
Baron to the crones' huts in the bog. Okay. Lead the way, man.
Plowing swamp.
Should I take some decoctions? I haven't had any decoctions yet. Potions. Toxicity 70 out of 100. Each blow landed increases attack power until the fight ends or damage is taken. Well, that doesn't sound great. Taking damage raises damage resistance for the remainder of the fight. Alchemy. All alchemy creations can be used one additional time. Additional time. I don't have any decoctions that I really am like feeling passionate about, so we could wait on that, I think.
Fuck me. What will these hayseeds think of next?
The crones exist. You'll know that soon enough.
Right. More likely some mad old wench.
Yeah, the crones are really creepy. I like the way they design them in this game. One of them has like a woven basket for a face, which is just very disturbing, but also very striking. That's another thing too. I kind of admire that the costume design it's fantastical, but at the same time fairly like period accurate. Like it looks kind of silly in the same way that a lot of stuff looked like back then in terms of the layers. Sometimes there's a lot of layers, a lot of clashing patterns, stuff like that. I wonder if we'll fight anything on the way there. I'm just gonna save it real quick. A lot of chevron. Oh, everyone's taking out their swords. I almost just wish they just let us get there, so we didn't have to fight anything. Come on, just let us get there. I think they could have like drowners pop out, but we should be fine. Well, there's the drowners, I guess. Yeah, so this is what is the main thing about The Witcher, is that it's all about prep. I'm gonna backstep, cast Quen, which is my shield, and then so this is the hardest difficulty. It's pretty punishing in terms of like if you get hit, you will get hurt. But it's also like an insanely violent game. Sometimes I forget how violent it is, but sometimes you just hit things and they just like come apart like in halves and stuff. Especially like people. I do wonder if that would actually happen. Like I know samurai sword, like katanas, were sharp enough to cut people in half, but sometimes it looks like you just like tap people with your sword and they just explode. So that was a pretty good fight. Okay, where are we going? But yeah, so. And also, I apologize, I'm a compulsive saver. But I feel like you have to be, especially if you're doing Death March difficulty, because like one hit from those drowners will take me down probably to like half health. And then a second one... Oh shoot, I need to change my potions. One hit will take me down to half, second one will probably kill me, like outright, so. And these are my on-hand potions. So Swallow is like a vitality potion. It gives me strength, or like, you know, health. Thunderbolt will improve my damage that I do. And then on the bottom side, I always pick a food, because I have a ton of food that I could just use as like mini potions. They don't really help that much, but they're still good. Oh, these are, what are these, ghouls? Oh, rot fiends. Rot fiends blow up when they die, so you have to be careful of that. And then there's a water hag. This is a bad idea, just being in these trees, but whatever. She's not really hitting me. I didn't even cast Quen. I'm being so reckless right now. Ow, and that's what happens. Get out of my way, man. I'm a Witcher. Okay. But yeah, deceptively violent game, I would say. But it helps to loot everything after you kill them. Did we lose another man? Shoot. And also, not the best, not the most gracious end, I don't think. But they're graceful? Graceless? Graceful end? I don't know. But yeah, this is a sort of video game mission that I'm never truly that fond of. Any sort of escort follow. At least it's not one of those where it's like, follow them, the Assassin's Creed sort of mission. Like, follow this person, but don't get too close. Oh no. Drowners everywhere. Who are these people? Witch hunters. Maybe? Oh dear. Just like fell in half. Are these witch hunters? I don't know.
Witcher, change your mind. How much did my father pay you?
Don't think you have anything to fear. Brought your new friends with you.
I have no fear.
Oh,
The
no.
Fire protects me.
Won't need to protect you from me.
So that's
Tamara,
the Baron's
dear
daughter.
daughter, you return after all. Come,
Don't do that.
deny me this embrace.
Stay away from me. I've come for Mother. Unlike you, I'll not see her rot in this swamp.
What the hell do you think I'm here? To take her home?
Oh, you'll do no such
Uh-oh.
thing. You'll not lay a finger on her. Never. I'll not let you.
You've a right to be cross.
This is high drama.
Best husband, the best father, I know. But I've changed. Ask anyone. Geralt, come, tell her.
Oh, this is putting me on the spot.
Stop arguing. It's
Verily I say
Ah,
unto
see,
you
yeah.
that ire and vehemence can lead
This
to naught
guy.
but one's death.
Who the bloody...
And who are you to ask so?
This is my commander.
And that should be of no concern.
Tamara, you stand with their kind.
You're not my father.
Oh boy, this is
We've a
quite the
matter to
pickle.
resolve here. Witcher, will you help us?
Wouldn't be here if I wasn't.
But yeah, I
willing.
love Geralt because he's just sort of like,
Lost
oh,
5
God,
men and have little
can't be bothered
notion
with any of
what else
this.
to expect.
No time to lose,
Ha! How do you...
because we're still alive.
Search the village.
I don't get the face belt. Not my favorite look. But kind of kinky, as Robbers would say. You guys should watch if YouTube comes back up. I don't know if it's ever gonna come back up. There's this guy named Robbaz, R-O-B-B-A-Z. He did this Star Citizen Online. I did this one video recently where they did facial tracking with his webcam, and it's so funny.
Don't.
So funny. I laughed so hard. It just looks insane. Just burn the whole village down is what I say. Oh, what? Let's see. Uh-oh. Oh no. Well, that's too bad. What do we do?
Mother? Is that her? No. No. Impossible. We must do something. Witcher!
I believe we're gonna have to kill
Something's
this.
coming. Get
I
ready.
guess is she what, a grave hag?
What was that?
Didn't sound like it.
Because it wasn't.
Also because
Get ready.
Geralt knows so much. He's always has that sort of air of knowledge. Oh no. Okay, so we got drowners. Gonna check my weapon. See, like you run out of charges on your oils, so I'm gonna put my necrophage oil back on. And then, should I take a decoction? Why not? It might be fun. Ah, yeah. Oh, okay. I did it, so let's see how it goes. Oh, I need to cast Quen more. I've been neglecting that. I appear to be poisoned. Or I'm like really close toxicity-wise, but if I hadn't upgraded my stuff, I would have been bad. Oh wait, no. Ow. Oh wait, which water hag are we fighting? No, another drowner. So did we just kill the mother? Okay, I don't know, really. It's hard to tell. I'm gonna go and, because I took that decoction, I'm gonna go back and put my tawny oil down the bottom. Ooh, or should I do this one? Oh no, never mind. I thought it would get rid of my toxicity. Clear toxicity cancels all active potions. I'm not really interested in that, so. But yeah, so all this sort of stuff you think about. Oh my god, where did that come from? So a lot of it too, though, is like a lot of things I've seen are it seems like you want to naturally just dive, but really you can get away with just sidestepping like most attacks. Like this guy especially even. Am I drunk? Did I drink something? Am I poisoned? Ow. Okay, see that's the helpful thing about Quen, which is my sign that I have on. It will, see, that might have like one-shotted me if I didn't have it, so I cast Quen. You can see a little ball that's rotating around me. These trees aren't really being that helpful either, but as long as you can stay away and not get hit. There we go. Wow, we lost quite a few people with that, I think. Fiend. I haven't fought a fiend yet either.
It's a fiend to
Crones have sensed us. They know we're close.
Damned witches!
Oh, she's still alive. Okay.
Just look at her. Witcher, you know of these things. You must. What's wrong with her?
She's been cursed. I don't think it's gonna end up well.
Last I was here, she was nothing like this. Crones must have cursed her.
Can you lift this?
Not till I know what it
Is
is.
it not a grave hag? Or a water hag?
Perhaps there's someone else.
Oh, ask Peter. Or Johnny.
Maybe Johnny.
Who?
Godling. So Johnny's a little freaky little boy who's actually a godling, which is part of like an ancient race.
Yes?
Long story. I'm gonna get all these, loot all these, because they don't have items so much as they have helpful alchemic ingredients, so we only lost a few people. It's not too bad. It could be worse. Rib leaf, tongue, and okay. So yeah, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna, I guess, just run off into the forest. That was a pretty good fight. And once again, like I was kind of nervous about playing on Death March, but like it's really not that bad once you get the hang of it. You will die. I think that's something you just kind of gotta get used to. Another trick is to meditate briefly all the time, because oh geez, that spawned of all of them. Meditating will replenish automatically all of your potions if you have the appropriate materials. So. Uh-oh. I'm going to reapply my oil if it's run out. It has. Yeah, so it seems like it is a bit, like, involved, I guess, but whatever. Ow. Also helps that I'm level 13. So water hags just throw water. You gotta watch out for that. It's pretty silly, but yeah, they're a perfect example of like stuff you could easily sidestep. Let me get this drowner because they have that leaping attack that will not do a ton of damage, but it will mess you up if you're not careful. Okay. Hag, 3 down.
I like that silver.
Oh, yeah, see. I thought I could chance it, but really I couldn't. Do one more swallow to begin my health regen. And Johnny, come out, I'm here.
Johnny. Johnny.
Did I just like materialize a beard?
It's not right. Gotta look around.
Okay, so visit Johnny. Use your witcher senses to find Johnny. Ugh. Oh, here we go.
Fresh footprints. Johnny
We can
ran
find
through
you,
here,
Johnny.
fleeing something.
Yeah, this is a great game. I really don't know why it took so long. It will be $30 to play the whole thing, or to, you know, buy the expansions, but apparently they're just some of the best expansions ever made. That's what I've read. So, hey Johnny. What's up, man? So, given how much fun I'm having, I would definitely consider getting them. Or I definitely would. I don't know why I say consider. This is Johnny. He's a freaky looking little boy. But not really a boy, he's an ancient primordial being, but
Killed a few near your den.
also a trickster.
The crone sent them.
Remember that
Gran,
found her in the Crone's village, transformed.
by
Yeah, those
happenstance,
eyes.
Gran mixed some poppy seed and ash. Went by to help working
Separate
away
seas,
the
blah blah blah.
I crawled into a chest. Barely had time to blink before the crone.
What's beyond the door?
Take a look on.
I look like a...
No.
My inquisitiveness.
Why they need Gran's hair?
Why'd the weave it?
The crones take folks' ears to hear all.
Hair gives them power.
There are times they weave
Creepy.
the hair into...
The idea of hair giving power to anyone is terrifying.
Wanted to. Sit tight and quiet. Didn't know what to do. So I knew...
So, you give it.
Couldn't manage it. The crones came back. Naughty boy. Oh,
Ugh, that
naughty.
face.
Shouldn't say no.
You escape.
I do. But I've not lost the ladies for look.
Try deeper in the.
Going back to save Anna.
There's something in that cellar.
Will you help?
Provided it. Thanks, Johnny.
Likewise.
Thanks, Johnny. Johnny's cool. We're tight. Look how nice. I think they also capture. I don't know if anybody's lived in these places, but I'd take a little picture of that. Just looks so nice. I don't know if anybody's lived in like a place that has thunderstorms, but I feel like this game, above any other game that I played, or more so than any other game I played, has really captured the eeriness of like storms like this. There's definitely an eeriness, I think, and it captures just like the weird, like otherworldly quality of them. And you feel very alone in this game, which I like. It's not like a bad alone, but it's like a, what's it called? Reality of the wilderness sort of alone. That's like probably my favorite one, when you just like bisect these creatures. Sidestep, sidestep. Ooh, there we go. Ooh. But see, yeah, I just don't think I, like, you kind of grow into some movies or books or whatever. I just don't think I was ready to play this game when it came out. I just graduated from college and I just wanted things to happen now. But obviously it took me like, I moved away from California back to Colorado for like a year and a half, and then moved back to California to finally move to LA, so, you know, everything in its own time, right? That's the only problem with the decoction. It doesn't last through meditation, but I guess the whole point is that eventually you'll have built up enough resistances where you could run, like, I think if one of the tank builds I saw, some guy was running like 4 decoctions at once for each fight, and he was like unstoppable. It was crazy. But yeah, look at this. Oh, the wind effects, so great. Okay.
Did you learn anything?
Just as I thought. The crones probably
Cellar.
cursed your mother.
In that case, we've no time to lose.
Let me go in first.
So be it.
Alright, I would not want to go underground near any of this stuff. It looks horrifying. Yeah, wait until you see these ladies. Ooh, lots of good stuff here. I mean, it makes sense, they're witches, so. But yeah, hopefully they have some good how do I say it like that? Alchemical stuff. Alchemical stuff. Bison grass. Exactly what I was looking for. Molly arrow. Bear fat. Sulfur. Sulfur. So this is what they're apparently thought to look like. Spoilers, they don't look like that at all. Oh, hey guys, other news. I started watching Naruto, which was a lot of fun. I think I'm almost caught up, right? No, I'm joking. I watched 4 episodes. So I met, what's his name? Kame. I don't know. I met the other guy who swears he's gonna be his like rival. And he's met Sasuke, which I know mainly from oh my god. Oh my god. This guy scared me. I didn't call for you, man. Sasuke, whom I know mainly from ProZD's funny videos on anime on YouTube. R.I.P. by the way. See you, YouTube.
Eternal fire. I've never seen so
Oh
many
dear,
before.
this is bad.
Looks unsavory. What is all this?
The trappings of a black magic ritual.
How much
Witches weave
time did they take to animate all these cutscenes? This game is freakishly long, so that's what I'm wondering.
Think one of the dolls represents Anna? Can we free her if we find it?
It's the only way I know of.
How do you know all this?
From tomes on black magic. Initially, we...
Poisoning your minds with magic?
Have you met the man?
No.
Mention a risk. Could kill everyone, right?
I'll not chance it. I did not know...
All right.
Doll with the human ear. No. Doll with the violet hollyhock bloom. No. Doll with the bird feather. No. Doll with the human ear, definitely not. Doll with the red bead. I don't think she'd want to associate herself with the Red Baron or the Bloody Baron in any way. Bird feathers, I don't know why it would be that. I think that would probably be Ciri, if anyone, because of the swallow thing.
A doll with a flower. What's
And
so
I believe
interesting?
this is her favorite
Just any flower.
flower.
A violet hollyhock. Baron once told me it was Anna's favorite flower.
You believe this to be the doll?
Let's do it.
I'm sure it is.
But yeah, I do wonder, does anyone actually have scars that look that intense? In terms of, like, why are they so red? They always look kind of raw, you know? Yeah, ProZD has some great stuff. He's like, F you, Sasuke!
Mum, you're back. All will be well.
That was easy.
You're going to be fine.
Tammy, I'm dying.
She's not well.
Oh boy.
You're weak.
No, listen to me.
Crones tricked us?
The crones deceived us. Their curse is a death sentence. No way to lift. We broke their spell temporarily.
What?
Oh, that sucks.
She's dying.
Well, apologize.
Good.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
For everything.
Hey, Reaper of the Grey.
I'm sorry.
He cuts his face again. I agree. They're very raw. That's what I was just wondering, because I didn't want to assume. But everyone, yeah, they do have very, like, Ciri too has one. But then you have other characters that have facial scars that aren't that way. So I was wondering if it was just a Witcher thing, or...
In your dress so blue.
Please.
Oh, geez, she really just... Okay, she did Marion Cotillard from The Dark Knight Rises.
I thank you. They had a chance to say goodbye. It was your doing.
Shame I couldn't do more.
Oh, wow. Approval from Witch Hunter.
Come, child.
But yeah, Geralt has become quickly become one of my favorite characters. Just playing through this game, which I know I took a long time to play it, but I have 1 and 2 on my computer, so it's tempting to go back and play them, especially 2 because I heard it's so good. But yeah, Geralt's awesome. I like that guy a lot. And the actor is great, and he's just a fun character.
I know. Which makes
So Anna is dead. Tamara is part of the
I'd like to
Holy Sun, or whatever the organization is.
Have a moment with her.
And then we're going to finish Return to Crookback, I believe,
very well.
and get some more sweet, sweet XP. So let's go talk to the Baron. Where is he? Is he all the way back at his place? Oh, dude. It's really raced out of there.
Just give her a moment.
Should I talk to Tamara real quick? Okay, sorry, no. You're welcome. I gave you this. This goodbye. Is this, Nope, it's to my right. I'm needing to play this series. It looks well written, but so daunting, especially with the whole book series. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier on the stream, is that, like, you know, I've been on this kick of playing games that I hadn't finished previously. So Metal Gear Solid 5 was a recent one, which is so good, if you know, clearly truncated because of Kojima leaving. Then I beat, what else did I beat? I beat Spider-Man, which doesn't really count, but I went back and beat Platinum Bloodborne, which was just such a fun experience. I really, really liked it. And happy to be over with it, though, because it was stressing me out. But Witcher is great. I don't know why, for whatever reason, I was saying earlier, I just wasn't ready when it first came out. I remember dying a lot and just being like, why am I dying so often? And I just really wasn't buying into the systems that it needs you, wants you to do, where you... Look how nice these skyboxes are. It's so cool. It's like capturing a misty, rainy morning. But yeah, I wasn't buying into the systems. They're very methodical. You have to prepare. You have to use the right oils and unguents and, concoctions, decoctions, potions, whatever, to prepare yourself for each battle, which is cool and very unique to this series. So I was just a dummy. That's the main point. I wasn't doing the right thing. But yeah, I read the first book, which is more of an anthology. I liked it. But once again, I think I was turned off because it's kind of focused on folklore. That folklore that's kind of adjacent to our folklore, because I believe he's Polish, the writer. So maybe that's why I was like, oh man, I don't really want to hear about griffins and dwarves and dark elves again, whatever. But I didn't really give it a chance. So I'm looking forward to reading more of the series, hopefully, even though the author and the developer are at odds now. Oh no!
What the hell happened?
Hanged himself. Plain enough to see.
Himself? What did you boys help him?
Fuck do you take me for? A murderer?
You look pretty greasy, guy.
A right bastard. I respected it.
If I'm to choose between a greater and lesser evil, I'd rather not choose at all. Usually, though, the stakes
What is
are just
this?
too damn high. Sometimes in choosing a greater evil, you do good, albeit in a small way. When I chose to save the orphans of the swamp, I couldn't know Anna would die, and I never thought the Baron would leave his wife where she lay, find a rope and hang himself. Most times, you make your choice and never look back.
I guess that's the ending of a pretty large story trunk.
Lost
So,
everything he cared for. No surprise. he lost
wow,
all his
really?
men.
Yeah. So, do I know why there's so much animosity between them?
What would you have us do?
I think from what I've read, I need to obviously do more research, but I believe the controversy is that they offered, as you would, to buy the rights for, I think, adaptation rights or adaptive rights for this sort of interactive media. I believe that's what it would be. But that's too bad. I mean, you don't wish that on anyone, really. It's kind of a triumphant ending to the quest sound, even though this guy is dead. But I didn't expect that from him. Weird. But let's go see if... I believe we got the card that we wanted, but let's see if his card's available still. Or his second one is. So, the writer, Andrei Sapkowski something, he was offered a certain amount of money, like a fairly paltry amount of money, for adaptive rights back in, I believe, like 2000. It was just the 10-year anniversary of Witcher 1, So that'd be like 2007, 2006, I believe, when they started work on the first one. 2005 or 6. And he got paid like a couple $1,000 or whatever, and was like, yeah, whatever, take the rights, I don't care. And, you know, unfortunately for him... Oh, hey, how's it going, Cypress? How are you? Talofa, indeed. Hope you're doing well. Tonight, today, whatever time it is, wherever you are. But we were just talking about the controversy with The Witcher. So anyway, the writer of the books, I believe he sold the rights to adapt it, like, for not that much money at all, really. And, yeah, and then it went on to be this giant thing, and now he's suing them, saying he was misled or something, or he wants more money. He wants $14 million worth of money to make up for that. So, I mean, I can understand where, you know, feeling like you made a mistake, but at the same time, I mean, you made your decision at the time, I think, you know. I think all of these are in Novigrad and the Witcher contracts. Can I do any of them? I'll do this one. I'll do Swamp Thing and Elusive Thief, and then we'll go over there. Maybe we'll get to 14 by then. But yeah, so I guess the whole thing is just like, don't assume, and make sure a contract is representative of what you want at the time. And if it's not, don't sign it, you know? Because I imagine, like, he could have been way more involved in, you know, the games and stuff, because I don't think he was involved at all. But that's just, you know, don't quote me on that, but the books are fun. I mean, definitely the character of Geralt comes from them, at least from what I read in the first book. He is that kind of, not smarmy, but he's kind of condescending and threatening, and you know, he has a clear history to him and an age. But it's kind of neat that the first book is kind of a collection of short stories, just getting you acquainted with his character and his world. And so I'm excited to read, like, the longer ones, because I found all of them, for whatever reason. I love reading, I read a ton, but short story anthologies are still something that I kind of struggle with, because I just really, really love novels, and short stories always seem so truncated to me in some way, so... But then I have to write them. I've been trying to write them so I can, you know, I have ideas for short stories every once in a while, and I want to be a writer, so I still submit them to places and stuff, but it's just really hard to get chosen to be published by a semi-pro or pro short story publisher, so. Oh well, we'll get there. I might be working on this writing project coming up. But I'm trying not to count my chickens before they hatch, but it could be a really good thing. I might be able to get out of the restaurant game, which would be real nice. Okay, guys. Okay, I'm gonna recast Quen, and then go... See, that's the thing, I mean, I guess you could get annoyed with doing this all the time, but it's not too bad. It only takes a second to apply your oils and stuff. I do have a... You don't see it really too often in my gameplay, but I do have a crossbow. Boop. Oh, where is it? There we go. But yeah, I like Geralt's animations. They're very fluid and cool. And also, they do this thing where, like, if you roll out, you can, like, cancel an animation, like, midway through, which looks really neat, because he doesn't just, like, cancel the animation, he, like, gets out of it in, like, a nice way. Like, it has an agility to it, so it looks like he's purposefully doing it, which I admire. It looks like he is a master swordsman, you know? That is something you should never do to your series, in my opinion, to always hold ownership of your creative property. Yeah, I mean, I could understand definitely that, like, you know, you could be in a bind as a young creator, or any sort of creator. Most authors don't, you know, most authors aren't independently wealthy in terms of, most authors have a day job. But I know, you know, some people do sell off their rights because they can't afford not to, or, you know, they just want to take that chance. But, then you have other people like George Lucas who was smart enough to be like, hey, I think this Star Wars thing could be successful. Let me keep the merchandising rights. And I think Fox, who made it, were just like, ugh, whatever. Yeah, keep them. And that's why he ended up being a billionaire. You know? What the heck was that? Is it gonna be a fogler, maybe?
Claw marks. There's a few individuals' feet here.
A fogler is annoying. Foglers are these like fog creatures that I really hate. They're difficult to kill. But, you know, so I never begrudge, someone who needs to make money. That's understandable, but
With magic.
I do agree with you. If you can hold on to those rights, oh man, hold on to them for dear life. Because,
No ordinary fog this. The odor. It's metallic almost.
because, that's where your bread and butter is probably going to come from.
Didn't even have time to pull out his weapon.
It's definitely going to be a fogler, I think.
Surprised him. Guess I'm dealing with an old
Haha.
foglet hiding behind an illusion.
Ignis Fatus. Navigate the illusions to find the foglet. So it's a smaller fogler, I guess. But yeah, like Lucas, and he's one of the people that I really do admire, because I feel like you have a lot of people that, donate tons of money to charity. But I don't know if anyone's donated as much as that dude, because it's an insane amount of money that he donated. Him and like the Gates Foundation, they do a lot of stuff. J.K. Rowling, she went from being a billionaire to not a billionaire, which was pretty, pretty impressive. Oh, what is this?
Now in his eye. Ought to use it.
Looks like an illusion. Ooh. It's pretty cool to hear you're an aspiring author. What kind of genre is your favorite? Oh, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. My favorite... So, I've written 4 books that I'm still trying to get published, and a bunch of scripts. And I would say my favorite... I definitely like genre. Like, I would like to do, like, a straight drama, but I feel like genre really helps... I don't know, it helps crystallize something for me, where there's so much you could do. Like, Get Out is such a strong... Oh no, oh no, oh man. Okay, so this is a foglet. Oh, there's more than one of them. They're terrible too. So, like Get Out, for example, such a strong movie, and, largely due to it being in that kind of genre film, So straight dramas are fun, but I like writing fantasy, I like writing science fiction. Foglets. What is it? Vampire? Necrophage oil. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out this oil. So yeah, I would say fantasy mostly. I've written more fantasy than sci-fi. I love both of them. I have a bunch of ideas for other stuff I'd like to write in sci-fi, but I feel like fantasy for me has always been like easiest to just write outright, because the storytelling is something about it connects to me, and there's less to think about, because if you don't have space travel, you know what I mean? Like, you don't... Oh, wow. If you don't have space travel, everything's on, like, one planet, so it's not necessarily... I mean, it's a stupid reason, but you know what I mean. But yeah, so, I mean, I like comedy a lot, too, but usually the comedy's couched in something. Like, I have a few animated comedy pilots that are... One's a fantasy, one's kind of like a dramedy set in the Los Angeles sort of analog, and then another one's like super cosmic science fiction, so there's always something going on that's not of this world. I don't know if I'll ever write a straight drama. I think about it a lot. I feel like, everybody has a story worth telling. That's why I encourage everyone to write if they can. I know they can, but, just dedicate some time to writing. Ugh. I didn't know Ignis Fatus had no belly. Okay, I still got my charges. Still got Quen going. Nope. So this is the problem with Foglet. They have all these like illusions, So you just gotta be careful. Oh, see, like that's the problem with Death March. You get hit once, and it's like this whole thing. Oh man, this might be a hard one, guys. I don't like this at all. Oh, did I get him? Yes! So it's nice sometimes you'll get a nice counterattack where you timed it at the right point, and it'll just push them down. Yes! And you'll be able to take them out like that if you stagger them. Oh, yeah, Geralt's just such a badass. Like, I don't know, I just like his animations, his face. He's just a cool character. A real cool cat. Is this the way I came out? But yeah, so I love writing. I actually just finished writing a novella for a contest, and I believe I'm what, number 370 in line. Roach. I need my horse. 370 in queue. I started at like 500. It's been about a month waiting to hear. I believe I have another month, maybe a month and a half, until I know if they want to publish it. It's super unlikely, obviously, because I got like 600 submissions, so, you know, it would be a bummer, but it was a good exercise. It really got me into writing long form again, because I've been writing scripts for like a year. I would like to write another book soon, but, you know, it's just a time thing. I'm trying to do all this stuff. This is not a good place for a horse.
Whoa! Any type.
Monster's dead.
Ha! Village folk.
Yeah. Roach, where you going? Should I put a new trophy on my horse? Maybe. Let's see. A lot of just heads. I don't know why. Grave Hag. I guess I just have the Foglet one, but it's just in a bag. Just have a bloody bag on my whatever. But yeah, hopefully, I mean, if I could get that novella published, I would be really, really excited, but very unlikely. That's the thing, after living in Los Angeles for like 2 years, this November actually, 1 month from now, I'll have lived here 2 years, but I kind of learned not to get excited, but like just to temper any excitement, you know, which is, I think, is a good lesson to learn. Not to say you shouldn't be enthusiastic about stuff, but just know that, like, I don't know, people say a lot of stuff, and I think to protect your own self and your own sense of positivity and stuff, you know, it's important to just temper expectations. Know that everyone wants to be more than what they are, for the most part. And, you know, if someone says they can do something for you, try to get excited, but know that there is also a possibility that won't happen, so, you know, everyone's doing their own battle, I guess. Save minds. The world changes with those with imagination. P.S. Well, I hope you get published. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I have a few short stories published, but none of them in, like, super big science fiction or fantasy magazines, so you can't really read them, unfortunately, but, you know, that always helps, and I look at those every once in a while, being like, okay, at least, you know, I know I did it, in some way. Someone validated me, so, you know, it's still possible. And it's the only thing I've ever wanted to do. I've had all these regular jobs and stuff, and they're just very unfulfilling, so hopefully with this, you know, film, I want to do acting as well, and so I was doing a lot of stuff. So at least I moved to LA, because I was talking to, I helped a friend on a short film, or like a sketch that she did the other day, and we're just saying, like, so much of it is just getting here. So, you know, I've almost been here for 2 years, made some cool connections, I worked on some TV pilots and stuff, that was really neat. Just gotta keep working, so something will happen eventually, I hope. There's a weird little glitch that happens when I'm in Novigrad. You see, like, the render apparatus or whatever. Like, you see this weird red-blue skeleton that clings to my guy. It's very strange, but yeah, so hope I do too, but thank you very much. Yeah, that novella was, I mean, it's the only thing that bums me out about that is it's unlikely that they'll choose it, but also that I worked really hard on it, and it was like, I wrote like 150 pages. It's like 35,000 words, which is quite a bit, and I can't really do anything with it other than submit it to that one, unless someplace else, asked for a novella. So, short stories usually, they want 2,000 to 6,000 words, and it goes high on some. I believe Beneath Ceaseless Skies is a fantasy publisher. They'll do like 16,000, which is almost like a novelette, I think. But yeah, like 35,000. Unless you serialize that, it's probably not going to get published anywhere. So, oh well. What's always nice though is like making content, like having stuff, because like my film scripts, hopefully when something does sell, then you could be like, do you have anything else? I'm like, well, in fact, I have 6 other movies that I could sell you right now. Take them, please. Pay me. I need the money.
Well, you wanted brains.
So, is there...
Can't have one without the other.
Then I don't want them.
Visit the haunted house again and stay in the cellar? Or do I have to go in the room, the side room? It's very early. It's 3 a.m. and I just let myself in here. Just being very disruptive. So this is the Dream Seer. And this is another godling that we met.
Witcher. Green, look who's come.
They've heard it.
Once you told me Sarah had been responsible for my nightmare, I came in to find not a...
She helped us earlier to find,
To isolate themselves from a world of beasts, humans began
to
building
find
cities,
Ciri.
But since beasts prowl
And
within
then-
stone walls as well as they do outside them, this did not allay humans.
It's always interesting when they go into this sort of
Walls guarantee no
ink
one's
and
safety. A place where you lock yourself in and lock all else out.
watercolor
It's not
stuff.
Your home is sometimes a place you travel long and far to find.
Okay, I'm glad you're happy, guys. See ya, Corinne and Sarah. Bye. Okay. So yeah, I'm just trying to... I really want to get to level 14 because then I get another spot to upgrade myself, so... there's a lot of like low-level Novigrad quests. So gangs in Novigrad, let's talk to the Cleaver. Oh, sorry, I just got really excited. That's why Geralt jumped. But yeah, I really would like to finish this game before Red Dead 2 comes out. At this rate, because I have like some writing projects and work and all that stuff, and Halloween's coming up, and we're starting a podcast and all that. Oh, there it is. You see it? The little graphical glitch. It might be unlikely, but oh well. I mean, it's always gonna be here. I didn't play it for 3 years. I didn't sell it, and I still want to play it and finish it. So keep pushing it to anybody from making free short stories online. I to sharing it with friends so they could share it with more friends. Don't be discouraged. Oh, thank you so much. And that's what part of the reason why I like and I still do the stream. It's been hard with work recently because I work at a restaurant with like my schedule's been kind of up in the air, not very constant. But if this new writing job comes through, I might be able to stop the restaurant, so I'll have like a nightly streaming, which will be really great. But thank you very much. I appreciate your words and positivity. It's always nice, and that's why I do it, because I really like just talking to people and hanging out here and having fun.
Lad, you have a chat with him. It's simple.
Okay, so we're searching for a gang leader named Whoreson. Oof. Okay.
No!
Help me find you.
I'm about to send my... Lead my man, take...
Fine, I'll help your man. I need the
Alright.
experience.
Find him.
Some of these are very involved, and other quests are just like, go kill these people, and you're like, okay. Why not? But yeah, I don't plan on stopping. It's the only thing I've ever wanted to do. So look how pretty this game is. And honestly, I don't think I'd be satisfied doing anything else. Like, you know, work is fine. I'm pretty good at it, being a server and stuff. But man, I just doesn't move me in any way, you know. So I feel like you gotta be moved. Get busy living or get busy dying, as what's his name says in, was it? I should have meditated. I don't have any swallow. In what's it called? Jeez, Shawshank Redemption. Why can't I remember that? I need to watch that movie again. I listened to. You should. There's a podcast called Unspooled, featuring the comedian and actor Paul Scheer, which is really, really good. And he and his friend Amy Nicholson, who's a film critic, they go through the AFI Top 100 American films. It's American Film Institute, I believe. And they have some really interesting stuff to say. I love movies. That's what I want to do as well. So I've been listening to it. It's really funny and very informative. And their episode on Shawshank Redemption was very interesting because they disagreed on it slightly, and they were wondering why it was so popular with so many people. Because Shawshank is like, people love Shawshank. It's a really popular film. I think it's because it's on such heavy rotation on TV.
What
but
happened, kid?
the heck?
Hey, wait.
Oh, is he gonna?
The great git.
Can I? What? Can I mess this kid up too? Oh, level 14 bandits. And I didn't do my swallow again. Shoot. Well, at least on level 13. I can do this. I can do this. But see, on Death March, everything, you gotta be a little bit more careful. So. Oh my god. Oh, these guys. Well, don't go away. Hey, I'm talking to you. I have a lot of heavy weapons points put in my character too, so that's helpful. Oh man, if I get hit by that mace, it'd be real bad. So gotta be careful. That's why Quen helps so much in this at this difficulty. We can do something fun here too. Here, watch. Oh, I did Igni. Oops, I meant Quen. There's so many movies I need to see. I was realizing we were going to see First Man last night, but then my girlfriend didn't get back soon enough from work, so watch this. I'm going to just slow down. It's done. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Just like sometimes people's legs just come off. You're like, oh my god. You just forget how violent this game is. Where's that little kid? That was unkind. Did not appreciate it. Okay, we are about 600 away from getting. I should probably save it. Oh, I should. I know what I should do. I should meditate real quick. And I also have a perk, this one down here, where I regain vitality during the daytime hours and stamina during night. So. I believe I get another slot at 14, which will be good. But yeah. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to take that Thunderbolt, I meant to switch. It's kind of difficult because you have to switch by holding up, and then holding up again to switch. So it's not necessarily the most intuitive, but like, unless you're having a keyboard and mouse, it's not going to be easy to do, I don't think. So, what's up guys? Let's do this.
Ready?
Righto. Alright, here we go.
Let's go then.
Theatrical spit. Get Junior. Is this not the Gangs of Novigrad? Did I just switch missions? Take out your sword. Are we not doing that? Am I just beating these people with my fists? Fine. here we go. I was like, yeah, why am I not taking out my sword? Oh. Minus a head. Bad place to use long-distance weapons, sir. Okay. Shawshank was a great movie. Not sure how true it is, but I almost feel Prison Escape boomed after the Escape from Alcatraz. The movie Escape from Alcatraz? Or the literal Escape from Alcatraz? But yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I like Shawshank. I think it has a great performance. I find Morgan Freeman more memorable than Tim Robbins, but I still like Tim Robbins. Oh, jeez. Guys, you gonna help me? Gotta be careful in these really close quarters. Hey. Dwarf. Dwarf. Oh, the literal escape. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, definitely, I think if, you know, if people escape from... Look at this dwarf, he's just watching me. People literally escape from Alcatraz. I think I would be a little bit, more motivated to escape my prison as well, probably, you know. Ooh. So yeah, see, as you can see, Quen is a lifesaver in this mode. Ow. Okay, so we're still alive, which is good. Could have gone worse. Alright. Just looting this stuff. It's kind of just garbage you sell to vendors, but...
Beat you half to death. Hey, can you hear me?
Hey. The guy's like, I'm alright. Are you alive?
Don't finish me.
Don't intend to. It's all right.
Oh, he looks like he's seen better days.
Will you help me?
Who are you?
What's your name?
Rico.
Rico Mayersdorf.
Why are you here?
What's it look like? God. All right.
Bedlam's notes.
Are you?
Well.
So what have you...
Redanians. Redanian government is the one that...
Don't trust you.
Told you all I know.
You'll have to stay a...
No.
Wonder if Dijkstra knows Junior's made a deal with the Redanians.
Change your mind.
Take care of yourself.
Thanks. Bedlam will learn you helped me. See ya. He's sure.
Okay, well, at least we'll get some reward for that, I think. Or we'll get screwed over. Who knows? Happens. But it's nice to see. This is a thing too that even though it's fairly standard elves and stuff, I think the writing, the tone of it, they do well to differentiate themselves. You know, it's a little bit different than other stuff, so a little bit more grungy, I would say, than a lot of other things. A lot of other things I've read or played. Yeah, look, I did end up playing a different mission. Oops. Well, my bad. Hey guys. Yeah, we're just beating people up all night.
Cleaver send you?
He did.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You heard them.
Alright. Gangs of Novigrad, let's do it. Oh boy, oh boy. Stuck on the architecture. The theme we have on this stream is just always getting stuck on the architecture. Witcher is a dope game. First run through? Yeah, this is my first time playing it. The story goes that I bought it in 2000... I bought it like literally the day it came out in 2015? Still living in California at my dad's. So yeah, I bought it the first day. I bought it like release day. Played it. And same thing with Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3. Just didn't finish it. I played it like maybe 10 hours. And then for whatever reason, you know, life finds a way. So, what the heck? Why is it... Why are these quests... I thought I was doing the Cleavers one. I want to do Gangs of Novigrad. It keeps like trying to switch me or something. I need to destroy Whoreson's Junior Arena. What? What is happening? But yeah, it is a pretty awesome game. And I like it quite a bit. There's a lot of variability. Like, it's one of the games where the, I believe your actions, you know, the choice is a big theme in these games and always has been, but especially in the second one and this one, like, your actions have pretty astounding repercussions in the story. Like, certain characters will die and they will never come back. Like, you do have to be careful, and that's why I say save often. Because, yeah, you could easily, like, mess something up and be like, oh, well, at least I'll get back to that storyline and that character. And like, no, they're dead, man. They're dead and gone. Oh, no. Okay. Might have bitten off more than I could chew here. I just throwing grenades at them. Ooh. Flash myself. Oof. Barely evaded that sword strike, or was it cudgel? Okay, so we have to watch out for these guys. Any sort of range, they're kind of like the skeletons from Minecraft. The ranged people in this game have such ridiculous range, they will hit you. I hate it, but it just makes it more difficult, but it's difficult to avoid them.
Not good.
God. There, so I just did a little parry. Hey, dwarves, can you help me out or something, guys? Come on.
Damn it.
Ow. My God, I'm just gonna light this guy on fire. Igni. Oh, jeez. Got him.
Should search this hole.
Okay, we got it, jeez. That took a bit. Thanks for nothing, guys, I guess. Locked requires a key. Raw meat. Geralt, I don't know if it's because he's a mutant, but he can eat raw meat, so not recommended, obviously, but he likes it. Igor's key. Okay, I believe we can open this now. Message from Igor. There's been some misunderstanding lately about valuables, blah blah blah. Let me emphasize, have not been touched. Not a single copper is missing. Okay. So now we're on Get Junior. This is a weird set of overlapping missions. So I need to find a way to access his secret stash. This is his little arena. I imagine they used to stage fights and stuff, right? Here we go. But yeah, compulsive saving can almost get you out of any bind because you just reload. It takes the one thing that this game does take a long time to load, but it's a lot of material, so understandable. What if Geralt had worms the whole time? Well, that'd be quite the twist that the ultimate ending of this long-running and very successful series is Geralt dies of a common illness, even though he's a
Floors worn by
a witcher.
Something behind this interesting.
Ooh. Well, there we go. Looks like a stash to me. Just take all this stuff. Mysterious letter. King Radovid is unhappy with your performance. Radovid, I believe we can participate in his assassination, or an assassination attempt later. So, Whoreson Jr. is working with Radovid, it seems. That's an interesting development. Radovid, that's the thing I don't really get from not having played the last one. Apparently Radovid's a pretty nasty character. So, I'm excited because we're starting this podcast soon. I should get a new mic, so it'll be a little bit better. I know that the audio quality on this one's a bit bright, so it works for the stream, but it's a little intense sometimes. So I'm looking forward to a warmer sound. Okay. What's going on here? What's happening? What's happening? Are these guys just fighting? Bandit? Bandit? Who's this? Ow! Why is this guy not dying? Is this just like a glitch or something? What's going on? Is this guy like a character? I don't think this is supposed to happen. I think this is some sort of mistake. Do I know this guy? Oh no, it's just a lot of people screaming. What brand of mic are you upgrading to? I believe... So, we want... I mean, obviously I would love to get... There's a Shure SCHURR or URE that I would like to get. That's obviously very expensive. But I'm doing an what is it? MX80? I forget what the brand is. But I looked. I did a lot of research, and it seems like it's like $80, but I think it's worth like closer to $150, and they're really nice. So I'll have two. But yeah, some MX80, something like that. I don't know the brand. I need to look that up for you, but basically it's just like a podcasting mic. They're obviously nicer ones, but I just to get the rest of the equipment, we have to make some concessions in terms of not getting everything that's super expensive, I'd rather get like a good digital recorder or something,
The city is swarming with rogues. Novigrad is not what it used to be.
Talk to Dykstra. Where are you, Dykstra? Who are you? Lady? Are you talking to me? Oh, duh. Door is like right here. What the heck? Says I need to go lower. Oh man, so what is this?
Those hunters would burn a rainbow.
It says it's below me. I hope this didn't glitch, because there's a lot of... I know they had some problem. People have had some problems in here.
I must see a medic.
Gonna meditate for 2 hours, maybe? The heck? Maybe at night? Oh, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Get Junior. Find his hideout. Is that at night, maybe? This also, I know it's random, but I really like to. This gives such a European feel in this game. I'd really love to go back to London and stuff.
No loitering round here.
Shoot. Let me see if there's any Get Junior glitches. Get Junior. Okay, I don't think it's a game-breaking glitch. I just don't know what's going on. Oh no! Ooh! Ooh! It's because I'm supposed to be down here, actually? Is that it? I think so. Huh. Just bursting into the room. Hey.
Got a minute?
I do.
Wiley.
Huh? If this is
Source seems reliable.
it would certainly explain how he had the nerve to break with the big...
Need someone who can get me in to see Junior.
I don't, but you do.
Enlighten me.
Temerian, former commander of the Blues.
Vernon Roche.
He's
Dr. Vernon Roche in Partisan Camp. Then also, I believe we can still go to... over there? I don't believe this is the right way. Oh no. It's the only problem, you get kind of confused in these, city... Oh wait, no, I think we'll be fine. We should go across the bridge. As long as there are more... No? Oh, that's annoying. We need to go up. We need to go to the bridge and then go across. Well, yeah, good thing I got the Baron's card, because you definitely can't get it after he dies. That's crazy. So we gotta get up there. Ugh, gotta run all the way around.
There must be order.
Okay, almost there. Does this still constitute the Get Junior quest, I wonder? Because it's still attached to that one, I believe. This reminds me a little bit of that bridge in Game of Thrones. It was like shown once. Also the bridge in Assassin's Creed 2, where the game starts, I believe. That's Ezio Auditore de Firenze. I'm happy that I didn't end up getting Assassin's Creed Odyssey and instead just playing this game, because 1. I mean, I do want to play that still, but like, you know, I need like money and stuff is good to save.
I'd expect teeth to go up my arse before I'd expect to find Horson hiding in his house.
I'm pretty sure that game is wonderful though. It's just nice to save some money and play something that I already have. So
See in the dark, and you're sturdy.
okay, so is this part of Gangs of Novigrad? I believe. Maybe, maybe not. That's locked. We have to go upstairs. There we go. What is this?
Dwarves were thorough as debt collectors.
Ow.
Didn't leave a scrap.
That does not look good. This is a pretty cutthroat city. Of course we are dealing with like the very intense criminal element of it, but still. Jeez. Probably shouldn't step in this, yeah? Amethyst dust is good. A lot of alchemical value in that. Nice. I'm going to save it just in case we have a dialogue option coming up.
Nothing interesting here.
Okay, thanks Geralt for telling me that. Is there another person that was being tortured?
My mind's like war. Never know when you're done.
Hmm. Is there a hidden door, perhaps? I like using the blue snowball. Personally, I want a huge fan of Origins. Oh, the blue snowball. Mike? Like the Yeti? And Odyssey was released only a year later, so my trust is thin. I basically just missed Esmond. Yeah, I was going to say Ezio. I actually was very attached to Ezio. I liked him quite a bit by the end of that series, oddly enough.
Place has been scrubbed clean.
Even though people weren't really like... I don't know, I platinumed Assassin's Creed 3. I really liked it, but apparently not a favorite among a lot of fans for whatever reason. That was the last one I played, was 3, so I haven't played Black Flag, I haven't played Odyssey or Origins. I might like Origins because I love Ancient Egypt, and I saw like the gameplay looks weird, or something I never really got was people didn't really like the combat system of the Assassin's Creed games. I thought it always looked really, really nice and played really, really well. I know everyone just sort of waited around to hit you, but you know, whatever. I enjoyed it. It looked pretty, which is like half the battle, right? So I don't know. I haven't played an Assassin's Creed. Maybe that's why I was so into the idea, because I just haven't experienced one in so long, and the last 2 have been Ancient Egypt and Ancient Greece, which 2 things I'm very, very interested in. I was thinking about it today. It is kind of a bummer, though, that there isn't really like a... there's not much... What's it called? There's not... Why aren't there more historically based games? I don't really understand that. It's strange to me that that's not a thing, Like, it seems like such a rich potential thing. Rich potential genre, historical games or whatever. Because honestly, like, even though I like Desmond, the future stuff never really interested me as much as the other stuff, you know what I mean? Like Abstergo and all that, when it came to those points, I was always like, oh god, here we go again. And I liked them to a point, but it wasn't my favorite part of the game by a long shot, So, it's one of those things where if Desmond came back, well, I mean, he can't come back, but if they just said, hey, we're going to do an Assassin's Creed, it's going to come out in 2020, it's going to be a wholly historically based game, and there's going to be no modern stuff, no Abstergo, none of that. We'll just, because you guys know about the Templars and what have you, like, We're just gonna tell you about that. Nothing else. We're just gonna tell you that story because you know they're fighting, and this fight's gonna carry on for hundreds of years. Like, would that be cool? And I'd be like, yeah, you know that the Templars are fighting the Assassins. Like, you don't need to know anything else. Okay, Dancing Star I need. Bombardier. Devil's Puffball. Dragon's Dream. So these are all really intense. Moondust. I guess I'll grab one more. I spent a lot of money, but these are bombs that I do need, so it'll help me with my fights. And look at, I feel bad. This game is so funny where it's like they give you all these morality choices, but you can like rob people blind without any sort of consequence in terms of looting. So like I'm just gonna go through this herbalist's entire garden and just take everything. Don't mind me. Just stocking up. But yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier with this kind of gusty weather they have. I don't know, I grew up partially in Colorado, and they really capture the eeriness of like a really windy day with a bunch of creaky trees and with the wilderness. Very similar to the new Pet Sematary trailer, which I thought did a good job of just like being unsettling by showing still shots of trees blowing in the wind. And I know they did that in The Happening. M. Night Shyamalan's The Happening, but there's something creepy about trees, you know? There's something inherently kind of like, I don't know, if you're just looking out into a forest at night, there's something unsettling about it. Like this, it's cool, but I'm also uncomfortable, you know? I don't trust it. Because it's the wilderness, you can't trust it, so. Like I always say to my girlfriend, outside is where bad things happen. That's why you want to go on a hike? Nope. Want to go camping? I'm joking, I'm not that annoying, but I've never been the biggest fan of the outdoors, so. Survivalist in me, you know? Sorry, doggies. I don't want to. You forced my hand. Ugh. But yeah, I feel like there's a fluidity definitely to the way Geralt moves that helps the combat look so good. I always believe him, you know. It's always believable. There's nothing very, there's nothing stiff about it. He's very agile. I can see how people enjoy the historic part, but for me personally, I was curious to see how civilization before mankind set forth the myths and legends of our real world, and how this dead world still poses a threat to man. This is true. I did think, at least from 3, you know, after the Desmond saga with Assassin's Creed 3 even, I feel like they got away from that kind of first civilization stuff fairly quickly, which I thought was weird, because it did seem like it was so important with like the whole 2012 apocalyptic nature of, what was it, Assassin's Creed Revelations? What was the third one called? Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed Revelations, I believe. Sorry. I had the Desmond 3-pack for PS3 and lent it to a friend, and his car got broken into, and they stole his PS3 and all his games, and so that was the last time I had that game.
No one here by that now. Anything else?
I see.
Bird washers.
Let me guess. That sword's in case you run into a hornbill.
No.
I mean, the Assassin's Creed series
Blind, Hortensio. That's
pretty intense anyway in terms of how ridiculous it is. So like, I think if they're gonna go that far, they definitely go all in on the first civilization stuff, you know.
Geralt of Rivia, safe and sound.
Vernon Roach, Temeria.
Laugh all you want.
Roach, I cannot abandon them.
So this is the only thing where it gets kind of like
Can and must. Because those are
strange
your
because
They'll
this
die.
is
Please.
she needs to tie her shirt.
Dismissed.
Unless that's her choice. It just seems cold for this sort of thing. The game is a standalone in a way, but it is also unapologetic in having old characters show up and them just talking very familiarly, with a lot of familiarity.
What do you do here?
Your chest, right? Temeria.
How do you wind up?
Why are you wearing a rag on your
Came with
head?
the army of Kul. When Nilfgaard crossed the Yaruga, I dropped everything, threw it all away to hell, and rode for the front to fight the invader. And we did. Soon after,
But
Radovid proved no better than a year.
looking for Horson Jr.
I've heard of him.
Heard some birds chirping.
These birds.
Sorry, I'm just reading this real quick.
As all.
Thanks. Knew I could.
Oxenfurt Chess Club?
They can't catch the pox. Isn't that right?
Come on, let me level up. So I know that woman is also an important character. Meet Roach by the bridge in Oxenford. Where'd she go?
Kill kings. You and our commander. Now,
You would think that there would be a mission in here, but
You troubled me, Grey Oaks.
I was expecting a game based around Adam and Eve and their escape from the first Civ. Man, it's so funny that you say that because, like, I remember playing Assassin's Creed 2, how much time I spent searching around for those puzzles and stuff, and like seeing Adam and Eve and that whole secret video that you get near the end of them trying to escape, and thinking it would be like it would factor in very, like, you know, be very important to the rest of the game. And come to learn from people like you and others that it's not really. It just sort of it's mentioned, but then they get super meta and have it like Ubisoft is owned by Abstergo, right? And I think that starts with Black Flag, if I'm not mistaken. Just very odd, a very weird way to take it after setting all that up. I don't know what people thought of. I was just on a quick tangent. I actually quite like the Assassin's Creed movie. Justin Kurzel, I think he's a great director. He directed Macbeth with Michael Fassbender, which I thought was really well done. And I thought it looked great. I thought Assassin's Creed looked really, really nice. And I really wish that the past segment was longer, because it was cool that they, like, I speak Spanish all right. It was my what's it called? Major in college. Spanish literature and classical, or Spanish language and classical literature. So I admired that they like went all out and like had Spanish being spoken, like Castilian Spanish with subtitles and all that stuff. But you know, I just thought it was funny that so many of the reviews said like this story is ridiculous, and it's like, yeah, all of it's ridiculous. Assassin's Creed has like an insane story.
If that's no basilisk, brave soldiers, don't push.
Oh shoot! I was punching Geralt. Geralt. He's punching it with his fist.
Guess the cage was as fake as the basilisk.
But yeah, Assassin's Creed is inherently ludicrous. Like the story is insane, and you know it is. I think they did prove that you can have like genetic trauma, but memories, like the sense memories and all that stuff, the way they talk about it in Assassin's Creed is, you know, pretty intense. So, but I thought the movie was fine. It's another one of those movies where I thought people were very hyperbolic about how bad they thought it was. It's just,
Ready?
you know, it's a solid 6 or 7. Like I would watch it again.
Come on.
My girlfriend hasn't seen it. I love Michael Fassbender. And Jeremy Irons is fun. Marion Cotillard is fun. Kevin. What's his name? The guy from The Wire. Richards? No, Michael Kevinson? Omar from The Wire.
Let's see
What's going on here? I should have saved it. Shoot.
They say it's the game
Oh dear.
of kings.
Is that Radovid?
That chess teaches one to think strategically. What a load of rubbish. Both sides have identical pieces. Witcher. Do you know why I play
That's a
chess?
very hard rhetorical question.
I have no idea.
I play chess to reveal blood thumps inside these chessmen. You need dub dub.
This is a villainous monologue.
I take a pawn, and I hear flesh being rent. I win a.
I like how
I want to break
Roche
the
just like...
chessmen open. Squeeze the truth from them. You see what I mean?
Sure.
Yes, sire.
You know shit. You're I was not speaking.
Duh. I should have said no. I should have just been a jerk.
First hidden truth. A monarch is always surrounded by fools. Understand?
Nope, still don't get it.
Unimportant. Let us speak. Why have you brought the Witcher here?
I think he best
I'm looking for Cyprian Wiley, Orson Jr.
Why do you seek him?
It's personal.
Fair enough. I'll not.
That's very understanding of you.
I have placed Junior in
You think
a
the AC
mansion
movie is more authentic than the Prince of Persia Sands of Time movie? Oh, dear.
I'll not let you in unannounced. Thus,
I
you
would
must
say
tell them
yes.
you've come about the new horse.
Mainly just because, I mean, I know that
Constantly requests fresh women.
Michael Fassbender's not
I hear
Spanish,
he doesn't
but
treat them well.
I do feel like they did take some strides, or steps to, you know, everyone spoke Spanish in the past, which is pretty cool.
The king should be severe towards his foes.
And, you know, it seemed like probably for the time you don't really get to see Crusade Spain very often, which I think is really cool too, since I studied so much of it in school.
Now go. And you, Roach.
So that's Radovid, huh? He seems like he sucks. And I think it just captured the spirit of the game well, in all its ludicrous zaniness, you know?
I know where to find Junior.
Geralt, I have a terrible problem with Bess.
Bess.
Need someone to talk some sense into.
Let me think about it.
But in terms of Prince of Persia, it's one of those things where I just think it was, geez, man, okay, don't have to pull your sword. I just think it was kind of, oh no, Roche. I was like, what happened to your head? I don't know. I thought Prince of Persia was a misstep at pretty much like every turn in terms of too much. I think too much Gangs of Novigrad failed. Oh, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. And I think, you know, I love Jake Gyllenhaal. I've seen it as a Q&A with him. He was so cool. But, you know. It was just weird. A lot of weird casting. Doesn't really matter. Okay, not a big deal. We're fine. We're fine. But yeah, so I feel like, I don't know. It's just Prince of Persia. Cast a bunch of Persian people. Make it like not low budget, but like, you know. At the end, when they're in this weird like sand vortex of the sands of time and all that, seemed very, I don't know, unlike the game to me. I feel like they went overboard in trying to make it so big, you know? It's just very odd. Odd choices all around, I think. And once again, like, I liked everyone involved. I like Gemma Arterton and all that stuff. Ben Kingsley is wonderful. Just wasn't, I think it was a wasted opportunity for a cool, potentially cool Pirates of the Caribbean-esque series. You know, I think that Pirates of the Caribbean kind of set the standard for the adventure movie of the early 2000s, and I feel like that was the last of those. Like, what was it, 2009? 2010? 2009? When was that movie? I can't even remember. Shoot, do we not get another one? Man. Well, this is why it bums me out, like, leveling up in this game sometimes, because... Oh, Resolve can have 5. Adrenaline point loss, spontaneous damage is lowered 60%, or increased potion overdose threshold. Let's do this one. Because my potion overdose threshold's pretty high. Adrenaline point loss. Or potion overdose threshold. These are all 3 out of 3, I believe. Active shield, I think I'm going to get rid of at the first chance I get. I don't think I need it, really. Adrenaline point gain 3%. I didn't know this could go up to 5. That's cool. Potion overdose threshold to 95%. Potion duration time 20%. That's pretty... I guess we'll just finish out this one because that's pretty intense. That's a really, really high amount. And then I think from here we go on to... On this build, acquired tolerance. Every known level 1 alchemy formula increases maximum toxicity by 1. So basically we're just building it out where we're going to have to... We'll just be able to, like, write a bunch of stuff at the same time and not be bothered by toxicity at all, which would be pretty cool. So... I was worried with the AC movie and how good it was, mostly because POP they left out the huge plot device with the whole infection in the sand that turned the city into demons. Yeah, so that's exactly, that's a really good point. With Assassin's Creed, I feel like they were smart in that they didn't try to do the Desmond story. What was his name? It was like one of those video game movie names, like Xavier Sand Claw or something. Caden Lynch? Was that it? One of those, you know, those names you're like, really? Caden Lynch or something like that? But, is Roach allowed in the city? Whatever. And, yeah, AC, I feel like they did this smart thing and didn't try to do a straight adaptation. I feel like that's probably the best idea for video game movies, is to take a good premise and make it into something unique and singular. The only other one, though, I would say, people keep saying, like, oh, there's no good video game movies, hopefully.
Show me what...
What's the one that everyone's taking their stuff on? Like, we're gonna make the first good video game movie. I think the first great video game movie was Warcraft. I thought Warcraft was really, really good. And it kind of bums me out that people don't really feel that way about it for whatever reason. I know the human stuff seems a little clunky, but I think in terms of capturing, like, it ends in such. I think I just admire anything that has such a like anti-blockbuster feel, because, man, like the Warcraft ends in like a race war. Like, it's a super downer. You know, like, it's really, I really respect that sort of thing in terms of, hey, we want people to do repeat viewings and we want them to make money, but at the same time, we're going to end it in such a dour, cynical way, which really sets up, like, a really cool place that everyone would be emotionally for a sequel. So it bums me out that we didn't get the Warcraft sequel, and we probably won't. Which is weird, because it made a ton of money in China. It makes me sad because, you know, like, Pacific Rim got a sequel. And, you know, I think Warcraft is just as deserving, if not more so, of a sequel.
What do you want?
I still need to see Uprising. I met the director of Uprising, actually, Stephen S. Tonight. He was really, really nice. I met him on my my TV job. Misunderstanding.
Must be a misunderstanding.
How do you mess with this dude? Do you see what he looks like? you're just a bunch of feet. Search the guards' bodies. Sorry, ladies. Continue on with your day. Am I just gonna like straight up murder this dude? Is that what's going on here? Oh jeez. Take out your sword, man. Okay, wait. We misjudged this. Ah, shoot. Okay, I need to always get the ranged people first, because they're the ones that will mess you up. But yeah, I think Warcraft deserves a sequel. I think it's a good movie. Toby Kebbell is one of the most, he's one of the most underrated performers, I think, working today. He played Koba in the Apes movies, and he was so good as Koba in Dawn, and I really, really liked him in Dawn. Super bummed that he didn't return. Obviously, spoilers for what happens there, but it would have been hard. But I feel like they left it open, like they're thinking about it, but then they decided to be a little bit more realistic with it, which is, you know. And I liked War, but I think Dawn is still my favorite because it has a Shakespearean tragedy quality to it. As does everything involving Caesar with the Apes movies, but this is just like a bloodbath. What am I doing? Just fall down some stairs? Oh my god. Okay. Nails. So I think I got some of his guys. Just gonna meditate real quick. That really got my blood pumping, so I think I need to just take a moment. Might eat this. Get very drunk, I think. Give me a swallow as well. Get my health all the way up. I didn't watch WoW. Did it make its own story, or does it follow expansion? So what's interesting about Warcraft is that it follows the story of Warcraft like one, like Humans and Orcs. Which, was that the first one or the second one? But literally like the very first one, rather than doing World of Warcraft or any of that stuff. So it's all about what's his name, Durotan, Orgrimmar or whatever, Doomhammer, you know, and all that stuff, and I thought it was really great. It was really good. With what's his name, the wizard, Medivh and stuff like that, you know. It was fun. I would definitely recommend watching it. It's you know, the motion capture on it, or the performance capture I should say, is so impressive. I find it really, really well done. And once again, Toby Kebbell is just that guy's just a hypnotic performer. He's so good. I'm definitely like, what do people say, a stan for that guy. He's so good and so underutilized. He should be like the biggest sort of star. That guy he's a leading man. He can do really great character work. Do performance capture. He did the performance capture for Kong and Skull Island. He has a great episode of Black Mirror if you want to check that out. Just really good. Oh, also with the new he does his episode of Black Mirror is with Jodie Whittaker, the new Doctor. So that's fun too. I really need to get back on the Doctor. I haven't watched it since first season Capaldi, which I actually really, really liked. So I love Peter Capaldi. He's in one of my favorite movies, In the Loop, which is a wonderful comedy if you haven't seen it. It's so funny. It's a political comedy by Armando Iannucci, the guy who did Veep and The Thick of It. I mean, if you know The Thick of It, then you know Peter Capaldi, because he was in The Thick of It. He was the main person. But oh my God, limbs going everywhere. But yeah, Peter Capaldi's great, and I liked his Doctor quite a bit. I know there was some division on whether or not he was. I think he was always great. I think people are very split on what's his name, David Moffat, and whether or not you're in. I think whether or not you're into his writing really determines whether or not you like Sherlock or new Who or old Who or any of that stuff. So, hoi hoi, hey guys. Anyone here? Nope, it's just a cellar. Oh wait. Or are you just a cellar? I feel like there's a secret. Oop. Yeah. Alright, well, it's not very helpful yet, but I imagine this will escape, maybe? I feel like we're still looking for our friend Dandelion. I guess his name is Dandelion. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, now they said that Moffat's working on Dracula. So it'll be interesting to see what he does with that. I stopped midway through during Matt Smith, but I watched all of Tennant and Eccleston. Oh, me too. I love David Tennant. I mean, I loved Eccleston too. I think he jumped ship a bit early for me, but I can't ever judge someone for doing that. It's their career and stuff. If they're not feeling fulfilled, definitely don't do it. Uh-oh.
Fucking degenerates.
Jesus.
He so much as touched Ciri, he'll pay.
The heck? Oh, NSFW, guys. Not safe for work. Oh, this is messed up. Jeez. What the heck? This is awful. This guy just a psychopath? What's going on here?
What the sandwich fuck is this?
That's why I like Geralt.
Yo, fuck me. Help me, for fuck's sake!
No one's coming. Wow, this is like the most emotion that Geralt's shown in this whole movie. Or whole show. Whole game? What is this?
What do you want?
Hello, Junior.
Oof, nice line delivery.
I'll do whatever you want.
Got a few questions to start.
I'll tell you.
I'm looking for a young woman and
A bird.
ashen-haired with a sword.
Yeah.
Tell me about her.
I'd like to know how the ashen-haired woman ended up me.
What happened to her?
Lie one more.
We made a deal. I was to repair their magic filler.
Siggy Reuven's treasure.
The girl and the songster were to bring me.
What did you do?
I nabbed their flunky, Dodo. Look,
A phylactery? You can fix.
not me.
Tell me his name.
Wasting my time, Junior.
I'll tell you all.
Ugh. Ciri mission. I don't dislike the Ciri missions, but I just want to get on with it, But yeah, Tennant was my guy. I love that Doctor. And I love Matt Smith too, but I feel like Tennant was definitely the one that that moved me most. And it's so funny, you don't think you're gonna get attached to these people as hard as you do, but obviously with how strong the fandoms are for Doctor Who, it really does work. And yeah, every time one of them regenerates, you're like,
Got a bad feel.
Calm down, Dandelion. You can't leave Dudu in Horson Jr.'s hands.
looks fabulous.
I know, but my gut can't be reasoned with.
Cheer up.
Famous last
Have you learned where Horson is keep?
room on the top floor.
I'll need to cross onto the roof.
If they...
Okay.
Must climb onto the
Best thing about Ciri missions is that they are very, very quick, so nothing too intense. And she's like really powerful, so you don't really have to worry about like, unless you really mess up, like dying is not a real big issue.
room on the top floor. One with the balcony.
This is kind of fun. Now I said Dracula, I just keep thinking about the Rob Zombie song. Was it Dragula?
There's the balcony. Let's see what's inside.
See what's inside.
And now, my dear Dodo, I believe I'll try a different tune.
Oh, they really don't notice her?
Afraid I'm bored with this one.
You fucking balmy, Duke!
No, most. There you are. Good of you to come.
It's weird they don't bother with like, they don't bother with what's it called? Every time her energy declines. Yeah, so see, she like walks between worlds when she does that, so. I really hate this guy though, he's the worst person we met, easily.
Where's Reuben's treasure?
An eye for an eye.
Ow. Yeah, she's so fast. Like, I mean, Geralt's fast, but not in the same way as she is. Why is everyone... If I was part of the crew here, I'd be like, why did I really have to dress like this, man? I guess we'll just leave him. Like, everyone dresses like they just were in like some sort of clown show the night before, and then had to like wake up hastily. I like that she does that sort of phasing through them. That's pretty cool. Are all the Witchers white hair? So you have to become a Witcher. You have to go through this thing called the Trial of the Grasses. Oh jeez. And the Trial of the Grasses like kills like most people that take it, because it's to become a Witcher you basically have certain mutations that like affect your body and skills and abilities and whatever, and it makes you sterile, but also it will give you like cat eyes basically, so you can see in the dark and sense things that regular people can't sense, and it turns your hair white. It's another side effect. Oh jeez. Ah! That's so frustrating. That's so annoying. Got me on the backswing. That's dumb. Ugh. Sorry for the headphone listeners out there. But yeah, that's why they're all white-haired. Not all in Icegar, but always white-haired and kind of golden-eyed. Your first taste of these super intense loading screens. This might be better actually because it's only an interior they're loading, I believe, because it's a memory, but we'll see. But yeah, maybe I'll have to watch the Assassin's Creed movie again. My girlfriend and I are starting a podcast soon where we're watching a lot of movies for it. It's a movie podcast, which will be fun, but it might be one worth revisiting in like a side episode. It's not really the genre we're looking at. this mission and then maybe stop for the night. I feel like it's been a good stream. I really enjoyed talking to you, Reaper. It's been fun. Glad we can share our Assassin's Creed thoughts, or I guess Ubisoft thoughts in general, because Prince of Persia as well. I really love the Prince of Persia games. Actually, I don't think I've ever played was it the Two Thrones, the last one? But I did play... Oh my god, oh my god! But I did play Warrior Within all the way through. I was very proud having beat that, because there's a really difficult part of Warrior Within, puzzle-wise, that I was very proud of beating at the time, because I was only a young man of 16 or whatever. Also, I would say Warrior Within had the most ridiculous female warrior armor in any game I've ever played. Probably the most, the dumbest, definitely. And I played some dumb stuff. Ow. Ooh, just trying not to get hit. Yeah, Warrior Within's a good game. It's so funny, sometimes when you play this game and then stuff happens like this and you're like, oh, that was pretty easy this time, wasn't it? But last time it was insurmountable. Same thing with, a lot of the Souls games are similar, I think, in that regard. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you think that way. Warrior Within was fun, but went surprisingly edgy. Yeah, thinking back on it is it's cringy how hardcore they were trying to go, especially with the villain and the flashbacks and the color scheme, and it was just such a weird turn from the first game, which I thought was kind of not super light, but it had a very particular palette of colors and a very adventurous sense, where I thought the second one seemed a lot darker.
That's what happened.
What happened to...
Fuck if I know. One of the boys got her in the...
Doo-doo.
I don't fucking know. There, one moment.
What happened?
Fuck if I...
Oh, we're totally gonna kill this dude.
Got anything else to say?
I told you all I know. Everything.
You hurt the woman I'm looking for. You tortured her friend.
She attacked me. I have a right to defend myself. I beg you. Got what I deserve. Have mercy. Please.
Let me tell you where things stand. I'm looking for this woman, because she's like a daughter to me. And that's why I just can't let this go.
No, no.
That took a very, very intense and dark turn. But at least we got to make the world a better place. Without that dude. Jeez. Tell Priscilla what you learned about Dedue. I should have saved it. Shoot.
Seems you've resolved your matters. It's time you return the favor.
Radovid doesn't like to wait much, does he?
No, he does not.
Oh, God. Well, so I think the game even ended on Godsmack. I totally forgot about that. Oh, man. So, wait. Godsmack, I Stand Alone. Wasn't that the theme song for the Scorpion King too?
The HMS Oxenford Tretogor, once the crown jewel of the Redanian fleet.
Nice boat.
You'll need to leave your weapon. Follow me.
Wow, I Stand Alone. It's almost like, what was it? I Need a Hero. You know, the Spider-Man official song was the Nickelback song, I Need a Hero, right?
Ladies from the most prominent
It's
families
weird.
gave up their jewelry.
Weird time. Early 2000s to mid 2000s, strange. A lot of strange stuff happened. Godsmack, I Stand Alone. I can't even I can't imagine. Wow. It's like something ending on Down with the Sickness by Disturbed. But I think I'm going to call it here because it looks like we're going to get into another big story thing. But thanks so much, Reaper. That was so much fun. I'll probably be on... I have work tomorrow, but I should be able to stream late, and then I don't work Thursday or Friday, so I think I'll be able to get some other ones in. But I hope to see you again real soon. I really enjoyed our conversation. Hope to continue it someday soon as well. We need more people to talk about Assassin's Creed in these mid-2000s, early 2000s games, because, man, I need to go watch some Warrior Within. The sash, I remember, was the coolest part. I really liked that red sash, the physics on it. At the time, I was like, whoa, it was really, really neat. But yeah, thank you so much, Reaper. It was a lot of fun. Thanks to everyone else who tuned in. The 4 of you out there. It means a lot. We'll get there. We got to 150, and in 24th is our 1-year anniversary for the stream. So I'll be starting the podcast soon. I'm going to plug that soon. I'll let you guys know how the writing stuff goes. Some interesting, potentially exciting stuff on the horizon. I might be able to quit my restaurant job, so we'll see. But thanks so much, Reaper. Thanks, everyone. I will see you very soon.